Hello everybody and happy Monday, and I hope you're doing well. I am joined today by some other less than famous in title and hashtag other creators, and here they are.
Hi, I'm Kate. My YouTube channel is The Kate Cupcakes, and I make vlogs and things.
Hi, my name's Rob. My channel is very good. You've probably seen me here before, and I make all kinds of stuff.
My name's Alex. I used to do vlogs, and I'm probably going to start doing gaming soon.
We are all here at Playlist Live, which is fantastic. The makeup here is there's obviously the YouTube celebrities, the VIP party people, and there's there are some creators, and then there are a lot of not creators.
Yes, fangirls.
Yes,
Fangirls.
fangirls.
Yes.
So I figured it would be kind of good to try and find, because it's hard to figure out like where the creators are, because it's such a large group of people. But I figured it'd be nice to get us all together and just ask some questions of you guys as to kind of what you think of the conference and Less Than Famous and all that stuff. What are you guys' thoughts on Playlist Live so far?
I love it. Like, it's a different vibe than VidCon. Like, it's smaller, even though right now there's so many people everywhere. It's a lot smaller. The business day was really great. I learned a lot. And even like today, there was like an inside track or business track, and that was really good to like have smaller things happen, which is really nice for like creators.
I agree with that, because I also did the Insight, and I did a collaborative creative critique of one of my videos with Mike Falzone. He gave me a couple of good tips. He really liked my video. The biggest part of the day that I enjoyed was Johnny Paula and Jory Karen and Dan Dobie did a hardware and software thing for the Insight track, and I was in that room for 2 hours listening to everything they had to say, and I mean, it was great. I don't know exactly what was going on outside of the room, but in the room it was totally awesome, and I do not regret getting the Insight ticket. But if I didn't get the Insight ticket, I don't know how good of a time I would be having, because it's just lines and lines and lines and who meets who and when, and it's ridiculous.
It was very interesting. I tried to get on the Mamrie Hart line, but didn't know where it was. Could not find it at all. I walked through the mob of people, and it was mostly Joey Graceffa and Jenna Marbles, and Dan is on fire. And I didn't know what to do, so I just kind of walked around until I met a bunch of people, and I met with Glozell, I met Megan Tonjes, I met the overly attached girlfriend. So those were some highlights right there, and I went to the same panel as Rob did, so it was a pretty good day so far.
What do you think the conference does or doesn't do for creators?
It's really great because there's tables out there that you walk by, and they're just covered in business cards and stuff that people could just put down whenever they want. I even put down something, just a Pokemon card with stuff written on it.
Nice.
And I found a bunch of business cards.
That would actually be a great business card for a gaming channel.
Yeah.
I would keep doing that.
I have a bunch in my pocket, actually.
There you go.
But I also ran into a person named Luke, and he was very talkative, and he gave me a card, and I'm going to check out his channel. So I think it's good for creators because they can get their name out there in person, so like, I'm going to check that person's channel because they were nice and approached me.
Yeah, if you present yourself as being approachable and you go up to people, not just the famous people that you run into, but if you go up to just anybody, especially if they have a nice camera with them or any camera with them, like you just go up to them and say, hey, what's your channel? How are you? What are you doing? And that's what that fella that he met, because I met him too, did. And I mean, from that point of view, it's really nice. But if you are a person that you don't feel approachable or you don't feel comfortable approaching random strangers, then there's not really much collaboration happening here.
So on the subject of the collaboration stations, do you think it might come off as just inauthentic or just kind of like a McDonald's style of collab?
What happens is the first 10 in the room who signed a list, those are the 10 that got to collab, and everyone else is on a waiting list. So I was like third or fourth on the waiting list, and then he came out after a half hour and he's like, if you're on the waiting list, you're not getting it.
I did not know that they did that list. That it's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous to me. Like, it's if you are going to tout that you will collaborate with your fans, you need to make sure that everything is set up so that a much larger percentage of the people who want to do it are able to do it. Hearing that, it really frustrates me that the collaboration station should be something like, okay, this is how it has to be. Let's do quick videos. I'll be in your video, or I'll shoot a quick intro for your thing, or do a cute outro. It's not going to be like a whole video. Like, you have to set all the expectations up, and the communication is so key. And from what Alex was saying before, the communication this year at Playlist between the people running it and the volunteers is awful. There's
Really?
the lines are all over the place. So I don't know how else you would collaborate besides this.
Yeah, I mean, because I imagine, there's some people that, I really enjoy Weezy Waiter, Lamar Wilson. I haven't seen them get mugged yet.
No, I haven't
That's
seen
great.
We were able to meet up with Craig,
Uh-huh.
and he was just totally calm, standing there. Like there was only a little group of people, and I think it was just because he was just being cool about it, and he kept saying like, "I'm going to have to go in a few minutes." Like everyone was being like really cool about it, but that comes with the territory of who likes him, who's subscribed to him. It's much different than the people that are subscribed to Jack and Finn.
A lot of YouTubers, and perhaps not so many of the celebrities, but a lot of them are very, very introverted. People who would not necessarily be the most comfortable on stage, or when you're talking to a large group of people.
Sometimes you can't help it, because if you
Yeah.
have swoopy hair and you have a British accent, you're gonna get followed by a million people. Like that's just the culture right now.
So
Because
do you think we all really just ought to be putting on the accents and what?
yeah, and work on the swoopy hair and golden. That's it. Done. Content. Just swoopy hair British.
I mean, is there an
Yeah.
extent to which you have to get to the point where you're like, I have fangirls, I can't say please stop fangirling?
Oh, I have a story. Okay. I was at the Amazing Phil Dan Is Not on Fire when they were on main stage. They were playing into it just continuously. Like, if they said something or whatever, like they did the sexy end screen dance where he gyrates his hips. Like, they did stuff like, oh, like, is my underwear showing? And then, like, showed his butt. Like, they're doing things to encourage them. Like, now it's come to a point where they know what the girls want. They know what the ladies want. Like, they did a dance move that they do on Tumblr because what the ladies want. And, that's T-shirts. That's their rent money.
Do you guys think that that's how you're supposed to do it, or do you think that it possibly causes a disservice to other YouTubers?
Again, the fans. Who are your fans? What fans do you have? Do you really have fangirls like we're hearing about, or do you have like genuinely interested people? That aren't.
Well, we should also
that
say
won't lose
you
your mind.
can be a fangirl and genuinely interested.
You can,
You
but
can.
It's true.
there's some examples.
If you're buying into that and you're trying to use that, does it alienate someone else that's just coming up and doesn't want to do that? I mean, sure. Less if the two people's content has nothing to do with each other. Like, but if you have like Jack and Finn or Dan and Phil, and then you have some upcoming like really neat other British YouTuber, then I mean there's a problem. Like this person that's up and coming and doesn't like that kind of stuff is going to be expected to pander to it, and what is that like? Is that discouraging or encouraging more people to do it?
If you say this thing like, I want to see Dan Is Not on Fire, everyone automatically assumes you're a fangirl, at least because
Yep.
I am a female. I'm not going to have their babies, sorry guys, but like, I just want to say I like his videos, but I can't do that, and that's frustrating.